right. Today is June the 30th. The deadline for San Diego State to make their decision on whether they're going to stay in the Mountain West or they're going to bail, and they've put in their resignation notice. San Diego State is not considering the notice as a resignation. The conference is considering the letter as a resignation. We will know by next week if San Diego State make the announcement of which conference that they will be joining, or they will be independent, or they would stay in the Mountain West and accumulate an exit fee of $34 million. And this is all set on today's date, June the 30th. So what should we see from this day moving forward? Well, we know the Pac-12's Media Day is coming up towards the end of July. And we also know that the commissioner of the Pac-12 stated, quote, that he would like to see the games that are played by Pac-12 members to be on every device that is particularly in the streaming world. So that means heavy streaming platforms. That is his background. He comes from a streaming world, so that's clearly the direction he's going. And are they ahead of the curve of technology, or are they par of recognition? Well, a comment was made that supposedly the four corner schools would not be interested in joining the Big 12 if they wouldn't get more TV play or action than the new members that just joined, that will be joining on July the 1st of 2023. Now, when you analyze and break this down, you look at it as, okay, two things. One, this is a way to change the narrative of the four corner schools have any interest in the Big 12, and it's contingent upon getting more TV viewership, or should I say recognition, TV broadcasting recognition, than the new members. So this is particularly targeting those four new members. Now, when you look at the second part of it, it's speak volumes on the direction and the way, the thinking of the Pac-12. Okay, is this true? Is the Pac-12 really seeking more broadcasting opportunities and viewership to get more branding and recognition? And if that's the case, then why would they settle for being on a streaming platform that particularly have a decrease in TV broadcasting? That kind of doesn't make sense. But let's look at it from a perspective of who's better. Is it the four corner schools or the new members that came in? Well, there was a video already made where there was an analogy and comparison in the past 5 years of who were the better schools. And clearly, the better schools were the ones that were added to the Big 12. When you look at accomplishments and accolades over the past 10 years, I would say, I would go a little bit further and say over the past decade, who have been the better schools. That covers one TV negotiation or TV deal agreement. So the other thing is, you mean to tell me that if you're focused on viewership and broadcasting and being on TV, then what if you sign a deal that's streaming and you're not on TV at all? You're on streaming network. And Apple is, of course, a technology company. I'm pretty sure they're going to make an investment in whatever they're going to make an investment in whatever they invest in. They're going to at least do their due diligence to roll it out in the right way. But the issue with that is conversion. Do every member that is holding the Apple TV Plus or Apple TV with iPhones or iPads, are they typically college football fans? What type of audience have ownership of these devices? And would they be interested in college football? That's the question. So it is a risk involved. Can Apple match the numbers of the current Big 12 or somewhere roundabout? Yes, they could. But would that be a good investment to them? Probably not, because there's so many unknowns. Also, is it a guarantee that the major networks like ESPN, Fox, Turner, so on and so forth would even open up their slots to Apple third-party offers and not directly? There's no guarantee there. So the question is, okay, are you okay with 85% to 100% streaming? Because that's what Apple offers. And if Apple get a hold of the Pac-12, or if Apple buy the rights to Pac-12, you can clearly see that they would hold ownership of the Pac-12 as it dwindle down to a Autonomy 5 conference, period. There's no way to put it. Now, here's the question. Do you receive the same amount of money as the Big 12 or the ACC and become less relevant, or do you jump ship? Because that's what it all boils down to. Those two things. Will you receive the money and become less relevant, or do you jump ship and stay with the traditional sports broadcasting networks like ESPN, Fox, and so on? Y'all let me know in the comment section. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And this is my take on San Diego State and their position, also Pac-12 and their position moving forward. Till next time, Global News, thank you. Have a great day.